Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Königsberg, there lived a philosopher named Immanuel Kant. Now, let me tell you, Kant was not your ordinary philosopher. He was a man of strict routine and impeccable punctuality. Legend has it that the townsfolk would set their watches by his daily walks. Kant was a thinker obsessed with reason. He believed that rationality was the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. He was like a detective, trying to solve the grandest philosophical puzzle of all time. But here's the thing about Kant, his ideas were anything but simple. His philosophy was like a labyrinth of concepts, filled with terms like categorical imperative and transcendental idealism. It was enough to make your head spin. But fear not, for I will attempt to navigate this labyrinth and bring you the essence of Kant's ideas in an entertaining way. Imagine Kant as a philosophical superhero, clad in a cape made of pure reason. His superpower? The ability to reveal the fundamental principles that guide our moral compass. In Kant's world, moral decisions were governed by something called the categorical imperative. It was like his superhero code of ethics. It demanded that we act in a way that could be universally applied without contradiction. In simpler terms, it meant treating others as ends in themselves, not just as a means to an end. To illustrate this, let's imagine a scene straight out of a superhero movie. Kant, with his trusty sidekick, Reason, swoops in to save the day. They encounter a villain who has kidnapped innocent townsfolk and demands a ransom. Kant, with his unwavering commitment to the categorical imperative, declares, we must act morally, even in the face of danger. Using their powers of reason, Kant and Reason devise a plan that not only saves the day, but also upholds their moral principles. They free the hostages and apprehend the villain, all without sacrificing their commitment to treating others with dignity and respect. But Kant's heroics weren't limited to crime fighting. He also sought to understand the very nature of reality itself. He delved into the realms of metaphysics, pondering questions like the existence of God and the nature of human knowledge. Kant believed that our knowledge of the world is shaped by both our senses and our innate mental structures. It was like putting on a pair of philosophical glasses that allowed us to perceive the world as it appears to us. He referred to these mental structures as categories, which were like the building blocks of our understanding. They helped us make sense of the chaos and bring order to the universe. Think of them as Kant's philosophical Lego bricks. But Kant wasn't all seriousness and metaphysical musings. He had a quirky side too. Legend has it that he had a strict daily routine, so much so that the townsfolk could set their clocks by his walks. He would stroll through the city streets, lost in deep thought, his mind unraveling the mysteries of existence. So, the next time you find yourself lost in contemplation or pondering life's deepest questions, remember Immanuel Kant, the philosophical superhero. Let his commitment to reason and his quest for moral principles guide you on your own intellectual adventure. And who knows, you might even find yourself walking with purpose, just like Kant, through the labyrinth of life's philosophical mysteries. Immanuel Kant, an influential figure in Western philosophy, was born on April 22, 1724, in Königsberg, Prussia, now Kaliningrad, Russia. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest philosophers of all time. Kant's ideas and theories span various disciplines, including metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, and aesthetics. Here's an overview of his life and key philosophical contributions. 1. Life and background. Kant spent most of his life in Königsberg, where he worked as a professor of philosophy at the University of Königsberg. He led a disciplined and routine-driven life, adhering strictly to his daily schedule. 2. Copernican revolution. Kant initiated what he called the Copernican revolution in philosophy. Similar to how Copernicus revolutionized astronomy by shifting the focus from Earth to the Sun, Kant shifted the focus of philosophy from the external world to the individual's subjective experience and cognition. 3. Critique of pure reason. Kant's most influential work is Critique of Pure Reason. In it, he explores the limits of human knowledge, distinguishing between phenomena, appearances, and noumena, things in themselves. He introduced the concept of transcendental idealism, suggesting that our knowledge is shaped by the interaction of our senses and the mind's innate structures. 4. Categorical imperative and ethics. Kant developed a moral theory based on the categorical imperative, a principle that requires individuals to act according to moral rules that could be universally applied. He emphasized the importance of acting out of duty and respect for moral law, rather than pursuing personal desires or consequences. 5. Aesthetic theory. Kant's Critique of Judgment introduced his aesthetic theory. He argued that judgments of beauty are based on subjective feelings of pleasure, while judgments of the sublime evoke a sense of awe and respect for something greater than oneself. 6. Practical philosophy. Kant's practical philosophy focused on ethics, politics, and the concept of freedom. He believed in the autonomy of the individual, stating that individuals possess intrinsic worth and should be treated as ends in themselves, not merely as means to an end. 7. Influence on epistemology and ethics. Kant's ideas had a profound impact on subsequent philosophers and influenced various fields of study. His contributions to epistemology, the theory of knowledge, and ethics, especially his emphasis on reason and moral duty, shaped philosophical discussions for centuries to come. 8. Legacy and significance. Kant's philosophy marked a turning point in Western thought, bridging the gap between rationalism and empiricism. His ideas continue to influence a wide range of disciplines, including philosophy, psychology, political science, and theology. Kantian ethics and his theories on knowledge and aesthetics remain topics of scholarly study and debate. Immanuel Kant's philosophical ideas revolutionized the way we think about knowledge, ethics, aesthetics, and the human experience. His works continue to shape the landscape of philosophy and inspire new generations of thinkers to explore the complexities of the human mind and our understanding of the world.